Hey team, hey! I'm so excited today. I know a bunch of y'all are going for the $1,000 Ruby bonus. So I just wanted to kind of draw this out for y'all and show you how to do it. And kind of give you an idea. I'm going to kind of go explain it how I went Ruby. That way you kind of got an idea of who I asked, people I talked to, what I did to get volume, different things like that. So I'm going to write it out on here because I figured this would be a lot easier than trying to show you all a piece of paper. So, okay, so here's Ruby. Basically what Ruby is, so what we do, and this is a business of duplication, okay? So I teach you how to do something. You teach your distributors how to do it. They teach theirs, so on and so forth. So super simple. So to go Ruby, you are going to want to sign up 3 distributors, and you're going to want to teach those distributors how to do the same thing, hoping that one of them at least does what you're doing, or does what you're teaching them, okay? So if that made any sense at all. So we've got you right here at the top. I'm going to try to write this backwards so that still be legible. No, I'm not. So we've got you, or me. We'll put me because we'll just not put anybody. We got the Ruby up here. So then for me, when I went Ruby, I asked, I had signed up as a distributor. I signed up Ryan, my husband. And I wouldn't recommend that unless you're like, if you're just really good at, maybe you're just signing like customers up like crazy, then maybe if you've got a bunch of volume, but it does make it a little bit harder because then, you know, unless your husband does work, you're having to put in that extra effort for that leg. So keep that in mind. But if it comes down to it and you're signing customers like crazy and you're like, oh, I just need one more distributor, like sign your husband up, come on. So, okay, so I had Brian, and then I had a girl named Sarah. I think I had met her on Facebook. These 2 are both my 400 legs for Ruby. And then we'll go into that a little bit more in a minute. And then I had my sister-in-law, Kirsten. And then under her, who did I have under her? Okay, she signed up my other sister-in-law, Melissa. And then I signed up a girl named Gabby. And I was able to move her, so I'm right here. And instead of leaving Gabby up here, I moved Gabby under Kirsten, so I'd be boxed in for Ruby. So, because Kirsten had already gotten Melissa. So, all right, so this is what my chart looked like, okay? So this means when you have all these, so like you have little, like all these are little boxes, okay? These are gonna be horrible looking boxes. Okay, so you got all these boxes, circles, whatever. I'm not even gonna complete that. So you got these. Okay, so the first thing you wanna do is fill these 3 boxes. Then, in a perfect world, one of your distributors will fill these 2. But I would recommend, so say you got one person who signed up one distributor and you signed up another, like move that person like I did. These boxes are driving me crazy. So from there, after this, you are now boxed in, what we call boxed in for this Ruby promotion, for this $1,000 bonus just from these 5 people, okay? So, and that's also like, say, so I signed up 4 of these 5 people on my Ruby chart. So that means I had $400 in fast start bonuses. I got a fast start off Ryan. I got a fast start off Sarah. I got a fast start off Kirsten. I got a fast start off Gabby. And then Kirsten got a fast start off Melissa. So 5 boxes already filled up. That's already $400 in the bank. Bam. So let's just say you signed all of them. That's $500. Okay. So you got $500 already. Okay. And you've got your self boxed in for Ruby. Now we want to focus on volume. This is where sometimes it gets a little bit tricky. Sorry, I'm trying to like put this over somewhere. This sometimes is where it gets a little bit tricky, is trying to push all this volume in here. So each box, so say Ryan's one of my 400 legs. He needs 400 in group volume. Sarah's one of my 400 legs. She needs 400 in group volume. Gabby needs 400 in group volume. And Melissa needs 400 in group volume. Kirsten only needs 150 PBV. She needs to be commission qualified. That's all, or an 80 BV auto shipment, whatever. She needs to be commission qualified. That's all I'm concerned about Kirsten, because these are the 400 legs, okay? So for that leg for Kirsten to be executive, she didn't have to have, her group volume will be like 800 plus, you know, so you're just worried about her being commission qualified here. So this is where, okay, so you would first sign, of course, you sign your first 4 loyal customers, okay? I don't remember who my first 4 were, if we're going to be completely honest here. I didn't have, like, my family wasn't at first super supportive. So, which that's okay. You know, some people, yeah. So, I signed them up. I think there were random people off of Instagram. How I did that back then, I did a lot of cold messaging, and posting and stuff like that, and that's how I got people. Now I do stuff a lot differently, as most of y'all know, but that's what worked for me really well back then. So I got my first 4 customers. That's your first priority, is getting these first. Now, say Ryan or say Sarah had came up to me and was like, hey, I really want to join your team. I'm not going to be like, hold on, I don't have my first 4 customers yet. I need to get this done first. No, I'd be like, come on, jump on. Let's do this together and try to sign our first 4 customers together. Okay, you sign this. Depending, if you're still within your first 30 days, you're going to get $100 shopping spree for doing this, okay? So make sure you get your first 4 customers. You're going to get 2 product rewards for doing that. So you can redeem that. Let's just say you did wraps. You could do the coffee, but let's just say you do the wraps because the math's a little easier with that. So you spend $25 per box, so that's $50. You turn around and sell them for $200, so that's a profit of, I'm going to write the profits also there. So you made $500 in fast starts, and so far you've made $150 in wrap cash. Okay, back to it. So you cashed in those wrap rewards that you get for every 2 loyal customers you sign that you keep under you, you get a wrap reward for. So not only that, but if you've got your first 4 customers already, you're probably commission qualified. I mean, unless they were all like 25 BB orders, you're probably commission qualified. If you're not, you need to make sure you are. If it's your first month, you are commission qualified. But if you're not, you need to make sure you're running the 80 BB auto shipment, especially if it's promotion month, because you do not want to be like the end of the month, oh no, I haven't promoted yet because I didn't run my auto shipment. Like, come on. So anyway, you're commission qualified. Got all this down. This is already what you're bringing in, $650 already, and you haven't even gone Ruby yet, okay? You're just boxed in. So you got your first 4 customers. That's your first priority. You got all these people right here signed up as distributors. Now you're teaching them what I'm teaching you. Now, like I said, maybe you only signed up 3 distributors, and then you had one girl who just was really kicking it off and was signing up distributors with you. That's awesome. That's, you know, one less thing you have to worry about, okay? So we're just going to go off as if you're doing, you know, everything. So, and then, so you've got a team of 5 people under you now. That's so awesome. You are now, like, you are working and molding and becoming a leader now. So this is so important. I feel like Ruby is just an awesome promotion because you're really starting to build a team, and it's just so cool. So next, you're going to help all of your team members, you know, do the same thing you're doing. So you got your first 4 customers. Now you're going to show your team members how to get their first 4 customers. So however you've been doing that, like I said, back then I cold messaged a lot of people, but now I do a lot of attraction marketing, you know, so I post really good quality posts. And when people comment on them and stuff, then I go and like message those people and tell them about it. I also post a lot on my stories. I get so many orders from my stories. Those are super important. You have to post on your stories throughout the day. So that way your stories pop up in other people's feeds throughout the day, you know, because if you only post, like if you post 10 posts within 5 minutes, okay, you only popped up on their story 1 time that day, versus if you took those 10 posts and posted one at, you know, when you woke up in the morning, one after you dropped your kids off at school, or one when you pulled up to work, one when you ate lunch, one when you were in the bathroom, you know, one when you got off work, one when you got home, one when you're laying down in bed, whatever. Like, go throughout the day and just post them in there. Like, it takes, especially when you have them already made up, like it's so easy to just post them throughout the day. So that's how I've been getting a lot of mine. I also went and I would go and like call and message and stuff people that I knew would buy, that I call them my dirt list. And this, like, when I first started, I didn't really have a dirt list. But like, then I was like, oh my God, I just really want this promotion. You know, I called my mom. I was like, hey, look, you think you could get some of your friends together, or could I call some of your friends? I really just need some orders in for this promotion, you know? So, I mean, it's possible these people, you know, they just signed their first 4 customers and could have 400 in GV. So, what to say? Okay, so now you're going to help these people get their customers. So if you're doing super good and you're signing a lot of customers, you can go and say, you know, say Sarah's having a little bit of a hard time or something. I know I'm using Sarah a lot, she's not on the team anymore. But so say you're using Sarah, or say, you know, Sarah's like, girl, I'm just having a hard time finding loyal customers, whatever. Or you see, you know, Sarah's got 300 GD, and she's just a little shy, and you just got this big order in or something, go move it under Sarah. That way she's got 400, you can, boom, scratch her off. She's got her first 4 customers. She's got, you know, her volume's 400 GV. If they run their auto shipment, okay, this is one of the reasons why I stressed running auto shipment, because first of all, you can take that product and sell it, okay? So let's say with your 80 BB auto shipment, you went and bought 2 packs of wraps. Let me think. I know there's a pack where you can get them for $110. And then, so you would make $90 off of that. So you run your auto shipment, okay? We'll put $90 on your auto shipment. And then say your team does that too, because I think that's, y'all might want to correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say that pack is 100 in volume. I could be wrong, but I think it is. So say it is 100 in volume, okay? Now you get your whole team to do that. Order 2 packs of wraps, or maybe do, you know, the coffee pack or whatever. So let's just say 2 packs of wraps. So that's 100. I'm trying to write all this down. Okay, so all your team is running 100 auto shipment because they're getting that pack of wraps, which, like I said, I think it's 100 GV. I could be completely wrong, but that's what we're gonna go with tonight because that just sounds good. So, so they get these 2 packs of wraps. Okay, they get 100 in volume, and you're making $90 after everything is said and done when you sell those wraps. Okay, so you're profiting off of this auto shipment already. So you're making your money back from the auto shipment because you'll be getting $200, okay? So you're making the money back. So I think that pack is like $110. You're making your money back plus 90. All this right here, I'm not including costs. Like this is all profit, okay? So you're making 90 bucks. Everybody on your team's making 90 bucks because they just went and sold those 2 packs of wraps, okay? So now they only have to get 300 in volume each instead of 400. That's a lot easier number, or a lot better legging number than 400. So like I said, you go and help them all get their first 4 customers. So, and say, you know, you could get them all, say, you know, tell Ryan, hey, Ryan, I need you to message your mom, message your aunt, message this person, make a post on your wall, do host a post, make some stories, you know, all the stuff you could be doing. So they get their first 4 customers, and let's just say each order is 75 BV. Some of them are going to be a lot higher than that. Some of them might be a little lower than that. But they get those first 4 customers, bam, 400. So Ryan gets his 4. He gets 400 in GV. Bam, Ryan's good to go. I don't have to worry about Ryan anymore. Sarah does her auto shipment, gets 4 customers. Bam, I don't have to worry about Sarah anymore. Kirsten already ran her auto shipment. I ain't got to worry about her. Gabby did hers, got her 4 customers. Melissa did hers, got her 4 customers. Bam, you're Ruby, like that. And it's so, and like, so I think Ruby's average, what, $5.99 a month? I don't know if they changed it. And then plus that $1,000 bonus. So after everything is said and done, and you can do this all, like what, we've got like 9 days left, 8 days left, something like that. So I'm sorry, y'all, I'm not more put together than that because I should be, but. This is how much you'd bring in the next, like I said, 8, 9, however many days if you do this. Woo! $2,339. Isn't that insane? Yes, it is. And then every month you're going to be bringing in, an average ruby. And all that is, you're running your auto shipment. And like I said, if you can't run your auto shipment, that's, I want to say it's okay. It's not really okay, but you can work. You'll just have to work harder. But you run that auto shipment, you're an extra $90 on top of that if you get those two boxes of wraps. Okay, you got your 4 customers, you got your team, you taught your team how to run their auto shipment to get their 4 customers. And then your Ruby, like, it's seriously that simple. I think sometimes we overthink it too much. And, say you're doing really well. Maybe you're somebody who just signs a lot of loyal customers. You can help your team out. You can move that volume. Or even if you place a personal order, you can move that volume. And what's so cool right now is we don't have that 3-month auto shipment right now. So the fact that people can get our pricing and the loyal customer discount without any kind of membership fees or monthly agreements or anything is so cool, and people really want to take advantage of this right now, especially they're literally setting us up for success. If people spend over $75, they can get a 10 to 20% off promo code. They're getting free shipping if they spend over $49. They're getting free gifts. They're sending them free samples, y'all. They are literally helping us. They are making our job so much easier. I know Hannah just had somebody, one of her loyal customers, order some keto energy because they got in their box some samples of keto energy. How cool is that, y'all? So take advantage of this, okay? I also think what I found really easy, or really that worked well for me, I found a combo or something that's really high in volume, and I just really pushed that. I know I normally go to the triple threat because I think the volume for that, y'all might have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say I think it's 94. I think it's 94 in volume, and it's $97. I do 2 different triple threats they can pick from. They can get the Thermophyte Fat Fighters and one of the greens, or they can do the keto coffee, Fat Fighters, and chocolate greens. So that's pretty cool. And then, like I said, they're going to get 10 to 20% off on top of that 40% off. So I think I had a girl order it, and it was only her total was $85 or something instead of $97. So not only did she save that first 40%, she saved an additional 10 or 15%. She got free shipping, she got a free gift, and she got free samples, y'all. This is crazy. And then I got an order that had really high volume too, so that's just so awesome. So just imagine, if all those people on your team, they ran that auto shipment, and say it was 100, like I was saying, and then, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to do the math. I should have done this before here. And then say, you had 3 customers sign up for the triple threat or buy the triple threat. Now you've got 18 in volume left. You can either go and place a personal order, or you can get somebody, orders of Fat Fighters or something. That's so easy. And that's what it takes for your whole team, So, cause you personally, you have to get your first 4 customers, but after that, it doesn't matter, cause your whole team's the group volume is your team's volume. So say, cause I know this sometimes gets a little tricky. So say, I know when I went Ruby, Ryan had somebody under him. I think he had several people under him, but say Ryan just had one person under him, okay? And say that person's doing really good, and they got 2 or 3 customers and had 200 in volume. So Ryan now only has to get 200 in volume to be in the 400 club. You know what I mean? So, because it's the whole, for each leg you have, group volume is the whole volume under that leg. And then your volume is everybody's volume added up together. So that's why Kirsten's volume, would be 800 plus her auto shipment, so 900 plus PV. Sarah could be boxed in like Kirsten is for executive, and she was just a little bit shy of being executive, but she still had 400 in volume, which kind of me for my Ruby bonus. So yeah. So I know, it might be a little intimidating, but it's really it really is the concept of it is really simple. You just need to get it out of your head that you can't sign distributors, you can't sign loyal customers. I love this story that I think it's Cammie always talks about it. You know, there was twins who did this business together, and one was really good at signing distributors and one was really good at signing loyal customers, but for whatever reason, they just like couldn't do the opposite. And so Cammie told him, well, why don't you try to swap? You know, you try hard to sign loyal customers and you try hard to sign distributors. And they came back and they were like, oh my God, I signed a lot. Like, well, the one who was signing loyal customers was like, I just signed a lot of distributors. And the other one was like, I just signed a lot of loyal customers. And she's like, it's a mindset. That's all it is, you know? So you just have to tell yourself, I'm a mass enroller. I enroll lots of distributors. I enroll lots of loyal customers. Like y'all should see all over my dream board and my walls and stuff. I have a lot of I am statements because they're so important, because the more you tell yourself this, the more you're eventually your mind is going to start thinking that way, and you're going to start believing that, and you're going to start working that way. You're going to be working as if you were that person, you know, and it's so crazy. You know, when the first month I ever like mass enrolled loyal customers, that was actually the month I went Ruby, I think. Yeah. I signed 23 loyal customers. But it was a mindset. It was like all of a sudden I was just like, you know what? I can sign loyal customers. I can sign lots of loyal customers. I am a mass enroller. I am amazing at signing loyal customers. And I just started doing it, you know, and with all the promotions we have going on right now, y'all, like, this is such a perfect time for y'all to take advantage of this. And I mean, I just feel like so much is going to happen just out of the woodwork this week. But you have to have that confidence, and you have to have that drive, and just know like you can do this, but you have to work for it. Okay. So, you know, like I said, it's the concept is so simple, you know, you just have to set it in your mindset. Like, yes, I can sign distributors. You know, I went through a stage where I was like, oh, I'm so good at signing loyal customers, but I just can't sign any distributors, you know, and then I did that mindset switch. I was like, you know what, I can sign distributors just like I can sign loyal customers, you know, and every single month since then, you know, I don't just do my steps to success. I double them, I triple them, I quadruple them, you know, because I made that switch. You know, I decided that this is something I could do, you know, so once you make that decision, like I can do this, it's going to be a game changer. You know, you attract the people you want on your team, or you attract the people you want on your team, you know. So if you're sitting there and you're like, you know what, I just can't sign loyal customers, I can't sign distributors, I can't do this, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, you're not going to attract the tribe you're wanting. Okay. You're not magically going to stumble across somebody who just all of a sudden becomes an ambassador. If you have that mindset, you know, you're just not. And it's because of that mindset. But if you're sitting here like, yes, I'm amazing at signing loyal customers, I am amazing at signing distributors, I make the best posts, and my stories attract so many people, you know, and just like constantly, and I know it's sometimes, you know, you might be like, oh, well, that sounds, I don't want to be conceited or whatever. You're not being conceited. You are making yourself know that you are worth it, because you are. You do deserve a better life. You deserve to make that kind of money. Like, that was crazy. What was that? $2,339 you can make in the next like week and a half. Like, that is so crazy. But you have to know and put it in your mind that you are worth that, and you deserve it, because you do. You know, so as soon as you make that switch in your mind is when it's going to happen. So I know y'all can do this. I'm so excited for y'all. The only like advice I can say is just work your butt off, y'all. Like, you have a week and a half or less to do this, you know, so just work your butt off. Like, put everything you have into this, because I promise you it's going to be so worth it, you know, especially like when your account on eSuite changes to that rank and you know you worked so hard to reach that, you are just going to be bawling your eyes out crying, you know, because you know how much hard work you put into this. You know, I can build people all day long, but you're never going to have that satisfaction of building yourself and working hard and doing something for yourself if you didn't do it yourself. You know, you're never going to have, if you haven't, go look up that video of Carrie Young. It's my favorite video in the whole entire world. It's when she goes ambassador and she sees it for the first time, and she just bawls and bawls and bawls. And it's because she knows she worked so hard to reach that goal. And she helped so many people and changed so many lives by reaching that. And she knows that she did it, you know, I'm not going to say herself, because of course she has her team, you know, but she didn't have to have somebody build her. You know, she was able to mature and become a leader and grow with this business and grow her team and grow all of these new leaders. And it's just like, this business is so amazing. And I believe in you so much. So take everything I said today. I hope this helps. If you have been in the business a while, another thing that's a really good way to boost some volume is go and message your past loyal customers and be like, hey girl, you know, I know you had tried the Fat Fighters a while back or whatever it was, you know, I'm going for this really big promotion this month. You know, is there any other product you'd be interested in learning about, or have you heard of our new collagen product? Or would you be interested in placing another order to help me with my goals? You know, a lot of people are willing to help. You know, there's times when I was like trying to go Ruby. I remember I posted on my wall, I was like, I need somebody. I need some extra loyal customers. I need some help with this. I'm going for this really huge promotion and I'm so close. Has anybody been interested in our products? I'd love to help you out and give you my discount, you know? So yeah, so I hope y'all can put this to use. I'm sorry if this is really long. I know I always talk forever, but I hope this helps somebody. Remember, I want you to take a piece of paper and write down $2,339 and tape it everywhere, because that for the next week and a half is what you are going after. That for the next week and a half is what you deserve. Put that on your TV. Put that over your toilet paper roll. I have mine in my shower. Put it on your fridge. Put it over your coffee pot, whatever. Put it everywhere, so that way whenever, you know, maybe you're not working your hardest, or maybe, you know, you feel like you're falling down, or whatever, you see that and you're reminded of your goal, that $2,339, and how badly you need it and how much it'll change your life and your family's life. And it'll motivate you to work even harder and push harder for that promotion, because you know you deserve it. So, okay, I'm gonna stop my my preaching and gonna get this sent to everybody. Thank you for everybody who got on today. And thank you everybody who's watching now. So yeah, okay, bye y'all.